Hello and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are rank 27. So we are making some really excellent progress here, just off the back of a nice 7-win trophy here with a nice abzan deck. And let's hop into another draft and have some fun, open something sweet, and move up the rankings. Now, before this draft fires, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I did launch a Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. I want to give a special shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support, as it allows me to continue make this awesome limited content. All right, ready up? Let's go. Jace Reawakened. Double Vial Smasher. I'm not the biggest fan of Rakdos, so I don't want to just start out a draft taking Vial Smasher. There's also Explosive Derailment, so it's really between Jace Reawakened and Journey to Nowhere. I actually think Jace is pretty bad. Is that a hot take? First of all, blue is the worst color. And this is like a delayed card that lets you loot or plot. Like, I don't even think it's cool, right? It's just like, it's a looter that you can't play early. I'm just going to take Journey to Nowhere. Like, I'll take something if I think it's really cool, like a Cruel Ultimatum. It gives you a lot of value. This just doesn't look all that exciting to me, right? It's just like turn 5, you play this with something else, and then you plot. Let's just take Journey to Nowhere. We know what we're getting from Journey to Nowhere. We're getting a very solid removal spell. One of the best removal spells, actually, in the entire format. All right. Moving on, we have this pack. So there's Lazav, which is quite strong, but it is a blue and black card, and we did first pick a Journey to Nowhere. So less interested in taking this. There's Fierce Retribution and Patient Naturalist as the two cards that I'm looking at here. I do think I like Naturalist more than Prickly Pear. It's just in a better color, and I think the card is just better. Loan Shark is also okay. Do I just take Fierce Retribution, though, just because it stays on color? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I think it's pretty close between the two. I do like green, but let's just go back-to-back white cards here to keep ourselves a little bit more open. And hey, look, starting the draft off with 2 premium white. Oh my gosh. Talk about premium removal here. Lassoed by the Law. Look at these uncommons. Lassoed by the Law, Aloe Alchemist, Buried in the Garden, and Desert Stew. Now, all of these uncommons are probably better than the Desert Stew. So now my question is, do I take Lassoed by the Law or Buried in the Garden, right? Lassoed by the Law is a single colored card, so I feel like I take it, but man, Buried in the Garden is also so good. I think it's close, but again, we're going to take the mono white card, recognizing that we do see Buried in the Garden and an Aloe Alchemist. But there's a Desert Stew as well. We could certainly end up black-white. Black-white, surprisingly, to me at least, is the third best win rate color combination in the format. Despite all the hype on green, black and white are the two other best colors in the format. And when you put them together, unsurprisingly, you can still do well. So let's take the Lassoed by the Law because it gives us a little bit more flexibility in what our second color could be. Buried in the Garden could have still just been in that pack because people didn't want to be green-white. Although there was also an Aloe Alchemist. I don't know. All right. Anyways, moving on to this pack. We have all removal so far. Do we take another removal spell? Unfortunate Accident is a very good removal spell. There was a Desert Stew in the last pack. I think it's enough better than Take Up the Shield and Outlaw Medic that I want to take a removal spell or the Patient Naturalist. That's the other direction to go. This card is good, not necessarily as good in green-white. I do like it more in black-green. It's always a completely fine card, but this is a pretty late Unfortunate Accident, and we haven't gone black-white in a while, so this could be a sign that black is open. So let's take the Unfortunate Accident here and see if maybe we can end up in a black-white deck. And immediately we see a 5th pick Throw from the Saddle, one of the best commons in the set. Nothing in black or white that I want to take, so I'm going to take it here. Could have taken the Naturalist, I know, but I wanted to take something else. We'll take Throw from the Saddle here, and right now we just have literally all the removal. We have 5 removal spells. We need to start taking some creatures. All right. Moving on to this pack, we have Hard Bristle Bandit. I guess green is somewhat open. There's Hard Bristle Bandit. And there's still a world where we're green-black splash white for removal, by the way. So we can't necessarily discount that. I'm going to take Hard Bristle Bandit. I do think it's definitely better than Ariet's Lullaby. I don't need another removal spell like this. Make Your Own Luck's interesting, but it's a 4th color. So I'll take the Hard Bristle Bandit to go with that late throw from the saddle. Now, we did see that Aloe Alchemist as well. So green could certainly be open. All right, and now moving into this pack, we have an option between Snakeskin Veil and Festering Gulch. I do like Snakeskin Veil, but I think I like the Festering Gulch more. I think there's a pretty decent chance that we're going to be looking to splash here. So I'll take the Gulch over the Snakeskin Veil here. And move on. And now there's a Desperate Bloodseeker. So it looks like white could potentially be drying up here. We saw some removal, but not any of the creatures, right? No Trained Arinx, no... I mean, we just saw almost no white creatures. I'm going to take Desperate Bloodseeker out of this pack and take it one pick at a time. One pick at a time, because this is kind of interesting. This is really, really interesting. We can go a lot of different directions here. Moving on to this pack, Vial Smasher tabled, but we're certainly not interested in that. Black Snag Buzzard's pretty bad, so I'm going to take the Bridled Bighorn in case we end up in the green-white mounts deck. I think it has a little more upside. I don't think the card is good by any means, but certainly fine. And that's a second Hard Bristle Bandit. All right. I mean, 11th pick Hard Bristle Bandit. Green's probably open. Should have probably taken Patient Naturalist, but here we are. And now we take up the shield over Eroded... This is a weird pack. 3 great cards. Jailbreak Scheme, Eroded Canyon, and Take Up the Shield. So I guess we're going to be green-white. But is it... I don't know. I mean, I don't want to lock myself into anything just yet. I think it's just... we could be a multicolored desert deck, for example, but we'll see how things go. Ooh, this is super interesting. What a pack. Now, there's some awesome uncommons here in Beastpawn Outcaster, Aloe Alchemist, and Desert Stew. Don't need any more removal. Is it Gitrog or Ultec Matterweaver? That's the real question. What does Gitrog do? 5 mana, 6/5 Trample Haste. When Gitrog deals combat damage to a player, if you do draw X cards, put up the X land cards from your hand onto the back, where X is sacrificed. I gotta try. They're both great. But I have a Gulch and 2 Brandits. I mean, this is fun. Which Mythic would you take? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me, what would you prefer out of this pack? Even if we're green-white, we can still splash the Gitrog here. And I've already played with the Matterweaver. I mean, it just makes a 1/1 every turn. I'm going to take the Gitrog over Outcaster, which might even be a better card. But with 2 Hard Bristle Bandits, you do want top-end creatures in your deck. So this is certainly an excellent, excellent creature to ramp into. And now moving into this pack, we have Cactarantula or Spinewoods Paladin. Those are the 2 cards I'm looking at. I'm actually curious which one is better between the 2. Huh. You know, I'm going to take the Spinewoods Paladin because with 2 double Hard Bristle Bandit, I am interested in 4s. And the fact that you can turn 3 plot the Paladin's pretty good. So we'll take that over the Cactarantula. I do think they're both really, really good though. And it's pretty close. All right, moving on to this pack, we have Honest Rutstein, which is fantastic, and Throw from the Saddle. All right, it looks like we are moving into a black-green deck here, probably splashing white for at least Journey to Nowhere and Lassoed by the Law. And gonna take Honest Rutstein here. This is just fantastic in black-green. I like Throw from the Saddle, but we already have 4 really good removal spells, so let's go with the Rutstein here and lock ourselves in. All right, moving into this pack, Mindbreak Trap. What do? It's a counter spell. Don't take this card. For us, we're going to be green-black, splashing white. Mirage Mesa's okay, but I already have double Hard Bristle Bandit and a Festering Gulch, and I love me Vault Plunderer in black-green. And we don't have that many 3s. Yeah, we're slamming Vault Plunderer here. Oh, and another Honest Rutstein. Man, really wish I had those Patient Naturalists, but what did I take over them? I mean, I'm sure I took good cards over the Patient Naturalists. I probably took premium removal spells, so I can't be too upset, but very, very happy about second copy of Honest Rutstein. This is coming together very, very nicely. Prairie Dog is great, but not on the splash. So here we have the choice between Rambling Possum and Creosote Heath. And Creosote Heath is nice because I have Journey to Nowhere and Lassoed by the Law. But let's be real here. We've got double Honest Rutstein and Vault Plunderer. Give me some Rambling Possum all day, every day. Let's get some sick, sick value here with the Rambling Possum. And then, ooh, Desert Stew. Wow, this pack is going so well. Bucolic Ranch is pretty interesting. We do have 2 mounts, but Desert Stew is just also a really, really good removal spell. So let's go ahead and take that. I like the Bucolic Ranch more in the green-white mount deck. I don't really care for it in this archetype. Here we have, I guess I'll take Oasis Gardener. Surgical Extraction is not playable. Overzealous Muscle is just not something I'm interested in. So I'll take an Oasis Gardener if I really do need the mana fixing for white to be able to, play my Journey to Nowhere and Lasso by the Law. And what is this? A 9th pick Desert Stew or Spinewoods Paladin? You know, I actually feel like my removal's pretty good here. So I'm actually going to take the Spinewoods Paladin over the Desert Stew. Let me know what you think about that. I just feel like I have 5 spells that I like already. So I'm just more interested in having a pretty high density of creatures at this point. And we're going to take Desperate Bloodseeker here over Treasure Dredger with the double Honest Rutstein. Because I could just use a little more beef in my deck. With the double Hardbristle Bandit, I just think the Spinewoods Paladin is a little bit better than Desert Stew. Now, if I was lacking removal and I just didn't have Throw from the Saddle, Journey, Lasso, Unfortunate Accident, I certainly could consider taking the Desert Stew there. But given where I'm at, I think it's fine to take the Paladin. All right. Ooh, Tiny Bones. Are you any good? I think I gave this card a C. Maybe it's a C+. It's a Mythic. I just don't think it's that good. It's a 1-mana 1/1 Death Toucher. I'm going to take the Stable Master. I have like Gitrog that I can play on turn 3. And I want to ramp the Paladins. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Stable Master here. I'm sorry. This one is probably... I 100% know that people are going to be upset about me over the Intrepid Stable Master pick. Just because they love Tiny Bones. But whatever. Come at me, bro. All right, moving on here. Wow, we got past a Fortune. Is this a splashable card? I mean, the Intrepid Stable Master does help me cast it. I just don't know if it's good enough. I do have Vault Plunderer and double Honest Rutstein and even double Spinewoods Paladin to some degree. I'm going to take it just because there's no great green or black card in this pack. And if we get enough mana fixing, I can certainly see playing the Fortune out of that pack. All right, moving into this pack, we have another Hardbristle Bandit. I don't know if I want another Hardbristle Bandit. Betrayal at the Vault is pretty nice as a top-end card, and we do have a lot of mana acceleration, so I could consider taking that. Yeah, you know, I'm going to take it, actually. I'm going to take it. This is better with Death Touch cards, but we do have some big creatures. I already have 3 mana creatures. They get a little bit redundant, so I'm going to take, with the 3 mana creatures, you do want the high-end stuff. So we will take Betrayal at the Vault there. And now we'll take Throw from the Saddle over the Drover Grizzly. So we are really doing it when it comes to removal. I mean, take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 removal spells. Sign me up. All right, we'll take another Desperate Bloodseeker. Excellent with the double Honest Rutstein that we have. Don't need to splash the Bedevil. So our 2 mana slot is looking great. Absolutely great. There's a Longhorn Sharpshooter. That's a late Longhorn Sharpshooter, but I don't think I'm going to take that. I can either take Tumbleweed Rising or the Ankle Biter. I do have double Throw from the Saddle and Betrayal at the Vault. So I'll take the Ankle Biter here. There is a non-zero chance that this makes our deck because it is very good with Throw from the Saddle. So I'll take one here. But it'll be in my maybe pile. Okay, well... I don't have that many deserts, so I'm going to take Consuming Ashes here as the hard removal spell over Desert Stew. Wow, we are insane on removal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goodness. I will say, though, our white mana fixing is kind of rough. It's possible we just end up with a straight... Because we ended up with so much removal, I could see a world where we end up just playing black-green. Just because our fixing ended up not quite getting there. But... we'll see how things go. Yeah, there were some opportunities to take deserts, but I just felt like I took a better card every time. But given that I have the double Hardbristle Bandit, the thing is I don't have a Spinewoods Armadillo, Outcaster Greenblade, Dance with the Tumbleweeds, just any of those cards, right? 13 creatures, so Rise of the Varmints is also not ideal. Although we're kind of low on playables here, so I feel like I probably just have to play the white, and we're just going to have not ideal fixing for the white cards. I mean, there is a Sterling Hound that I could play, but who wants to play Sterling Hound in their deck? Let's be real, right? This is really odd just because I kind of wish I had more top end. I kind of wish I had more top end here. Oh, Intrepid Stable Master also cast the Fortune. And with these combos, I kind of want to try it. With the scrying too. Unfortunate Accident is a 4-mana removal spell. This doesn't feel like a great Rise of the Varmint stack. I don't have infinite self-mill. So I think I'm going to cut that. I'm going to play the Oasis Gardener just to have a good density of creatures, and it's a creature that also ramps us to 5 and gets us to maybe the white mana that we need. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I guess we do need to cut a card. Maybe it is the Oasis Gardener, but I have to... It's either the Oasis Gardener or the Ankle Biter. I'll just play the Gardener. We'll just cut the Biter. I'm just overall not that high on the Ankle Biter. People aren't just really running over you that much. And Ankle Biter is nice because it acts as a way to block big things, but we have a ton of removal already. And I found that oftentimes Throw from the Saddle is just... You just kill what you need a lot of the time. The +1/+1 is so big. So oftentimes you just kill what you need. So let's try something like this, but I definitely need to fix my mana base. I want 9 green sources because I have the 3 green mana creatures. So, and by basically having the green source on turn 2, it kind of unlocks my hand. So maybe something like this. 9 forests, 2 plains plus double Hardbristle Bandit, and Oasis Gardener gives us 5 white sources for 3 white cards, which I think is fine. Not to mention the Stable Master does help us cast the Loyal Fortune. So yeah, 2 plains plus these mana creatures I think should get it done. And then 7 black is a little bit light, but the hope here is that the green creatures help us cast the black cards. So this gives us 7 black sources, but with the 2 bandits, it's kind of like 9. All right, let's run this. Is this 3 Abzan decks in a row? I'm sorry, I need to try to draft something else. I did start by taking white cards to try to avoid this problem, but we're kind of back where we started here. All right. Oh, turn 3 Gitrog! Yes! Yes! Oh, are we on the play? Turn 3 Gitrog, let's go! Yes, we're on the play! Oh, come on. Come on, that's gotta be awesome, right? Turn 2 Stable Master, turn 3 Gitrog. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just a silly little prairie dog. Boom. Getcha. Look. I mean, sure, they could have a way to kill it, but I'm still happy that we got to go turn 3 Gitrog. They need to have Mystical Tether here, though. If they Mystical Tether us, then we just go Spinewood's Paladin and play a normal game of Magic. Oh, it's just a simple Thunder Lasso. That is totally fine. Here's the question, though. How many cards do we want to draw? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man. So let me read this card again. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sack a creature that's saddled. And if you do, draw X cards, then put up to X land cards from your hand. Okay, so all of these cards just become card draw effects? That seems incredible. But I do want to add to my board. Oh man, this is so good, actually. Hold on. White, white. Oh no, it's not so good. Never mind. Let's play Fortune. I think Scry 2 is pretty valuable here. Don't need the Oasis Gardener. I will certainly keep Journey to Nowhere. And then... I kind of just want to kill this. Do I need to draw cards this turn? I mean, drawing cards seems quite nice. All right, I want to just do this just so I can say I drew some cards. Look at this. Boom. That's got to have been good, right? 2 mana, draw 2 cards? And I could have put lands into play? Darn. Wait, hey, at least we got value out of this, right? And now we can kill the prairie dog here. So we have access to 5 mana. It's interesting. I really want to just play Spinewood's Paladin. Oh, sure, I can just do that, I guess. And then I can blink it and gain a bunch of life. We do have a Lassoed by the Law to get the Gitrog back. So this allows us to blink the Paladin and the Fortune. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Man, this is just all gasoline. I feel like I don't need the Unfortunate Accident. So we'll just go with the Possum, I guess. I mean, I'm keeping both. And let's end the turn. Next turn, I can go Rambling Possum, Throw from the Saddle, and Journey to Nowhere. That is awesome. Yeah, they're able to gain a bunch of life here, but I just want to continue adding to my board here. And then next turn, I guess we'll kill the dog. All right, plan the heist. So let's go green, green. I guess, no, wait, hold on. There's no point doing double removal spell here, right? 2, 3, 4. Oh, but I guess I can't play Spinewood's Paladin and 2 more spells, so I guess I should just go ahead. Well, actually, let's just play the Possum and throw from the saddle the Possum. Yeah, let's just do that. What, am I in full control? Okay, there we go. All right. And I think this is a May ability. So let's crew this. All right. And then I don't think we have to exile this. And then we get to scry with the Fortune. Don't need Desperate Bloodseeker, but we will keep Unfortunate Accident. This deck's doing some work. We are getting so much value here. Fortune, Gitrog, I am happy. I am happy that we played the Fortune. Sir, I'm gonna need you to make a play here. Thank you so much. Mystical Tether. Great. Alrighty. Thunder Lasso. Let's kill it. And win the game. What? What? What just happened? Oh my god! What just happened? I just got commandeered! Oh my gosh! I am in shock. I guess I should have just attacked. I mean, I didn't expect commandeer. Holy cow. Unbelievable. I thought I had this. Oh my gosh. Didn't think this was a playable Magic card. Okay. Well, this is going to be a lot more difficult. They can definitely come back now. We don't have a dominant board position anymore. Holy cow. How insane was that? Now they put a counter on all their things? That is absolutely wild. All right, well, lassoed by the law here. Let's get that. What happens if I attack with everything, as this has trample? If they let this get through... I guess I just don't have a fantastic attack yet. So I probably want to wait till I can cast a Journey to Nowhere. Alright, we'll wait. Because they can double block here. But next turn I can go Journey to Nowhere on the Vengeful Townsfolk, and then they have a pretty rough attack. Commandeer! I did not think I was ever going to get commandeered in this format. Unbelievable. Alright, Nurturing Pixie. Are they going to pick up the Tether and kill my Gitrog, I guess? Sure. It doesn't change that much. They're at 4 life. Alright, so let's go Journey to Nowhere on this. Let's see. If I attack with everything, they go what? Block here, double block here, single block, yeah. Oh, this is actually gonna be great. I think I'm gonna Vault Plunderer kill them. So if I attack with everything, they're gonna put a 3/3 and a 2. They're gonna put 2 2/2s here, and maybe a 3/3 here. Yes. I've wanted to do this. I feel like this is going to be a Vault Plunderer kill. No, they need to go 3/3 2/2 on the Spinewoods Paladin, and then like Nurturing Pixie on Stable Master. Right? Yeah. They have to do that. So 3/3 and a 2/2 here. Pixie here. So they don't take any trample damage. And then we get in for 3, put him to 1, and then Vault Plunderer, bink! Alright. Our opponent just let the time run out. I wanted to win with the Vault Plunderer, but it's okay. We still stayed at rank 27. That was a pretty long game. I think that was game 1, right? Alright, well, 6 more. 6 more. Man, there's so many little tricky flicker nonsense with this deck. I just know that I'm bound to make some kind of a mistake here. I might have already done so with Fortune. I mean, if you want to see a masterclass on how not to understand what your cards do, watch my Tai Joaquin video. That's all I'm going to say. That video was so bad. I messed up that card so many times. All right. Vault Plunderer turn 3 here. Target ourselves, of course. Turn 4 Spinewoods Paladin, probably. Playing against an opposing black-green deck. Ooh. Aloe Alchemist. Hitting me for 4? For 5? What a beating. Although, I actually think it was better to play this as a 4/3. But, whatever. Like, you didn't add to your board. I guess, no, never mind. I take that back. I'm wrong. Because this is free to play next turn. I take that back. I am the silly goose. Do I care about the possum here? I can bounce the Vault Plunderer and get all the value. No, I'm just going to plot this. Take the 2, have a nice 5/4 body in play next turn. Next turn I can go Possum Bloodseeker. So Brattleback, Apothecary, and Aloe Marauder, Aloe Alchemist rather, into 2. Yeah, this is like the best Raucous. This is the best Rattleback Raucous Entertainer that I've ever seen. Tech. Paladin. Bloodseeker. Milled a couple of Hard Bristle Bandits that we don't need. And then we'll play Rambling Possum. And we will set up for a nice Betrayal at the Vault next turn, depending on how much removal that they use. But even if they kill my Spinewoods Paladin here, I can still target my Possum. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff I can do here. Throw from the saddle, sure. And they give it lifelink. Yep. That's very good. No blocks. The thing is, if they keep up mana, it's really hard for me to cast Betrayal at the vault. Right? That makes it very, very difficult. I suppose I can attack for 4 here. They might try to use a removal spell here before I attack, so I don't get value here off the Vault Plunderer. We'll see. I mean, I'm happy enough trading the Possum for the Apothecary too, so. Or we just play a bunch of creatures. So Honest Rutstein, getting back a Spinewood's Paladin, and then we'll just play a Vault Plunderer targeting ourselves. I can't imagine that we're dead here, but who knows? Feels like they have some kind of removal spell. Maybe not. Ooh, the Gitrog. No, they just had nothing. That was not an ideal use of their mana that turn. Just 2 mana, left 3 mana at the table. We have good blockers here for what they have. That's the Spinewood's Armadillo. That is ginormous. This seems like as good of an opportunity as any to use my Betrayal at the Vault here. To just kill, to get some things off the table. I don't think I care about the 4-3. This seems more annoying. Because this just trades with one of these. But this continues to give them added pressure. I can't pump this in any way to kill this. Besides, this also has Ward 3. So yeah, let's kill these two. I can't pump the Bloodseeker. So something like that, and then we'll pass. Next turn, we can actually play both of these with the Honest Rutstein. At knife point, okay. It's an odd one. Oh, they get a 1/1. They truly did it. I'm just not sure what I want to do if they attack me with the Armadillo. I think I just chump with the Bloodseeker. I can also triple block. Does this gain me life as well? No. Yeah, let's just chump. All right. Let's see. This is a 6/5, so it trades with both of these. But I can sack something big to draw a bunch of cards. The question is, what do I want to sack? Well, I certainly want to play this. The thing is, do I want to trade this in? It seems not great. The question is, do I even need Honest Rutstein anymore? I just have everything that I want out of it. So perhaps I should play this. Saddle this. Saddle this. Get some value. All right. And we pass. Was that worth? I don't know. But we'll just take the 7 here. We have throw from the saddle now. Let's see what they play. Nothing. Okay. Let's lead things off with Vault Plunderer here, targeting ourselves. They might have a removal spell. Let's saddle this up. All right, they definitely have a removal spell. Oh, okay. Vault Plunderer down. I think this has still been saddled, though. But they get some value there. Oh, and they kept something on top. I see. That was actually really good. Because I don't know if I want to attack with the possum anymore. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Kind of need to not draw so many lands anymore. Do I saddle up the Spinewoods Paladin? Because if I do, then I get to replay it and gain life. I don't really have anything else to do with my mana, right? So. They did keep on top, so. We got Ambush Gigapede and Blood Hustler. No blocks. All right, got there. Just enough. Just enough. 23, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. It's a goated number, and we are now a goated rank. 2-0. All right, 4 lands, Desert Stew, Vault Plunderer, Lassoed by the Law. We're drawing all of our white cards. We currently can't cast them, but we still have a totally fine 2 and 3 mana play. We are definitely killing the Stable Master here with the Desert Stew. The Desert Stew is honestly not that good in our deck. We have 1 desert and no way to search for it. Unlicensed Hearse, all right. Wow, we drew all 3 of our white cards. That's unfortunate. So we have 2 plains, 2 Hard Bristle Bandits, and an Oasis Gardener. Do I need 1 more plains? I don't know. Well, outside of this Spinewoods Paladin, at this point, any forest or swamp that we draw is just horrible. And yeah. It's unlikely, though, if I do play a Hard Bristle Bandit that they will get me, so. Wow, Unlicensed Hearse plus Free Strider Lookout is an awesome combo. If you have good crime payoffs like the Lookout, the Hearse certainly gets better, and it's very good against black decks for sure, because they typically have a lot of graveyard recursion. And we drew a swamp. Oh, man. Hey, this is the price you pay, though, right? To play a third color. It's not always free, and sometimes you get got. I wonder why they didn't... Oh, it's not committing a crime when they exile their own things. I see. But the Spring Splasher is also a way to commit a crime. But... Oh my gosh, double Lookout? They're going to have no lands left in their deck. Throw from the... No, come on. Come on. Hey, you know what? I'm not even mad. They also targeted the wrong creature. I'm not even mad. Like, good for them. You know what I mean? This is cool. They get to get 2 more lands next turn. I mean, we are super dead. Can't even be mad. Oh, this is just... You literally dream about moments like this. You really do. You really do. End of turn, exile, get 2 lands. On their turn, attack with Spring Splasher, get 2 more lands. Whew. Just gotta do one of these. GG's. I appreciate you, KT. Now play a Pest Infestation for 12. Or you're not even trying. God, look at, they're hitting all these deserts, and they even have great like art for their lands. They're next level. Ho. Ho. GG's, KT. That was sweet. That was sweet. I had some removal, but I couldn't use it. And you got me. Back to 27. Oh no. We had a moment of glory, but we have to continue climbing. Alright, on the play. Turn 2 Bloodseeker into turn 3 Honest Rutstein. Hopefully we can find a creature to hit with the Bloodseeker. Forest. Target ourself. Oh, is that a good creature to hit? Is that a good creature to hit? I'm just wondering. I am curious what you think about that. I'm shocked they didn't trade there. Why wouldn't you trade here? Like, generally, when you have a bear and they have a bear that's lifelinking, I guess they were maybe concerned about... Like, who cares if I have a combat trick? I guess Snakeskin Veil, maybe. Vengeful Townsfolk. I guess Gitrog Monster is going to trade with these two. But I need to take this because this... I want the cost reduction here. I mean, I still want to attack here, right? Like, it just gives me so much value. And I kill 2 of these creatures. The question is, do I want to draw the 3rd card? I do. I do. The best part about this is that, oh my gosh, they just, okay. Wow. All right, 3 lands into play. That was nice. I'm sure they have a removal spell for this, but it needs to be an exile removal spell, yeah. All right, so why don't we find a Plains here? I know I have a Hard Bristle Bandit, but... And I definitely want to trade with the Varmint here, just because my Lassoed by the Law, this kills my Lassoed by the Law. I'm gonna see. So green-white is a color combination. Green-white is a color combination that has Snakeskin Veil and Take Up the Shield. So I'm just gonna kill. I feel like just killing a 4/4 and making a 1/1 there before they can untap is a pretty nice thing to do. Okay, Prosperity Tycoon. Alrighty. Do I Lassoed by the Law? I sure do. All right, Hard Bristle Bandit untaps. We get Gitrog Monster back. Let's play a land. I want to keep a Betrayal at the Vault. So what I can do here now, because this is going to deal damage no matter what, and I can try to draw cards. They have one. Oh, they have one white available. Oh yeah, this is completely fine then. For one white, I'm trying to figure out what they can have for one white. I just don't think there's anything. So let's just do that. Target this. Is it power? I think it's power. Yep. All right. Sack this. Draw 2 cards. Play a land. Okay. Good turn. The Gitrog is getting us some serious value. We found a lot of lands. I wonder if I should be playing one less land with all the mana creatures that I have. I don't know what I have as options, but I'll look back and see. With double Hard Bristle Bandit and Intrepid Stablemaster, and also the Oasis Gardener, it's possible. Well, Final Showdown is certainly good. I feel like we have enough good things in our graveyard. They're green-white, I don't know. What can they have here? Can't imagine it's another Final Showdown. They were at 6. They would have killed all 3 of these creatures if they could have. They had a good deck, though. Final Showdown. Buried in the Garden. I guess they had some filler creatures as well. All right, let's look really quick, just back to number 23. But let's go back here and see if there is just another card that I want to play. It's certainly not a white card, and we have no black cards. So it's basically, do I want to just play like a Sterling Hound or an Ankle Biter in my deck? Or maybe even a Rise of the Varmints? Let's add a Rise of the Varmints for the people. Cut a Swamp. Cutting a Swamp gives us 6 black sources plus 2 Hard Bristle Bandits and the Oasis Gardener. So I think that's still fine. And I just feel like we have a lot of early play, so I really do not need the Ankle Biter. Alrighty, we are 3-1. And we have a nice hand. 2 lands, Hard Bristle Bandit, Lasso by the Law, Unfortunate Accident, Throw from the Saddle, and Rambling Possum. All right, so let's lead with turn 2 Hard Bristle Bandit here. And so many decks have just been playing this, like Sultai Midrange, etc. I'm going to lead things off here with Rambling Possum. Yeah, let's go Rambling Possum. I could generate mana with Throw from the Saddle, but I want to use Throw from the Saddle on the Rambling Possum, just because it puts a +1/+1 counter on it. Holy crap, they played an Ornery Tumblewag. Well, fortunately, we have the removal spell for it. That is a very, very good Magic the Gathering card. So let's go ahead and go green, green. You die. And then we'll play Desperate Bloodseeker. Target ourselves. It's going to be lands. No. Oh, I'm happy with that. And then let's get in for an extra point. Is it must or may? May. Decline. And smack them. One land would be great for Lassoed by the Law and Unfortunate Accident. Looks like that was a really great turn 2 into turn 3. Spinewood's Paladin usually. All right, Spinewood's Paladin. But we're going to get in for a good deal of damage here. And then we're going to have Unfortunate Accident here. We also have Lassoed by the Law. I wonder which one's better. I kind of want to just keep up mana. Although Lassoed by the Law does allow me to attack through this, but I don't really, like, maybe I just pass with Unfortunate Accident up. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I mean, I feel like the Blood Hustler is going to be pretty annoying. So let's just do this. This gets in for a lot of damage. And then we can settle this up and attack. All right, so they're at 6. I mean, that was about as aggressive of a play as we can make. And then this clears the board. They do go up to 9 here. We do have Unfortunate Accident for the Spinewood's Paladin. We'll see what they'll follow this up with. If they find a way to kill... Oh, that's totally fine. Okay, that is less fine. So do we draw a land here? We do not. All right, so let's just go ahead and kill the Spinewood's Paladin. And then let's go ahead and pump the Bloodseeker and attack. Hopefully, I mean, the plan is for them to just not try to run away with the intimidation campaign and just put enough pressure in play to prevent that from happening. But they have an excellent black-green deck. But if I just untap land, please. There we go. So what happens if I attack with Gitrog? 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to block the Gitrog. Do I saddle? No. Oh, I should have pumped the Bloodseeker. That was a small misstep. No, because then they can block the Bloodseeker. Never mind. All right. I mean, they're at 1 and I have 4 creatures in play. Even if they kill Gitrog, like, this just seems like it's going to be too much for them to deal with, but we'll see. Kind of just taking the most aggressive line possible here. Like, consuming ashes into any creature and they're still dead. Even if they replay this, they go to 2. Yeah, so the reason not to pump this is that if they block the Bloodseeker, then they go down to 1. And I lose my Bloodseeker. So it was actually better to attack with everything that last turn. Desert Stew. All right. Oh, that's great. I mean, they're dead. They're super dead. Yep. 2 green mana. Not a whole lot of instants you can play off of 2 green. And still at 23. Gitrog slaps so hard. I'm really happy we took that. It's probably better than that old tech thing. Gitrog looks really impressive. Alrighty. No swamp here. We did draw the plains here, but we have the Hard Bristle Bandit. So as long as they don't kill the Hard Bristle Bandit, then that does unlock our hand. But they are red-black. And oftentimes when you play a Hard Bristle... Okay, well now they played Binding Negotiation. So... that is the downside, right? When you rely on your mana creatures for mana, can definitely hurt you. Let's play Hard Bristle Bandit. We drew the Festering Gulch, which is nice with the Bloodseeker. They took the Gitrog monster, but we do have several ways to get it back, which is nice. Definitely want to be targeting ourselves because we have the... What is it, that varmint card? The make a bunch of squirrels. All right, Desperate Bloodseeker, target ourselves. We mill whatever we mill. Happy enough with those mills. Throw from the saddle, gonna do some work. Gonna help us gain some life here on the Discerning Peddlers. I mean, they're probably, what, just playing the Coyote and smacking me? Although, the fact that they have 2 mana up is also kind of rough, but... Ooh! Twas a nice one. Twas a nice one. Let's get Gitrog back. Rakish Crew. They have 2 mana available. Shoot the Sheriff, I guess, would be kind of annoying. This allows me to ensure a hit here with the Gitrog. All right, let's draw 3 cards. Okay, and I think I played a land for the turn, so let's just... Actually, I'm going to keep 1 land in my hand in case they play like a... I'm going to keep a land in my hand in case they play like a discard, like the Hollow Marauder card. Oh my gosh, they had it! Woo! Giant brain. Giant brain. They know we have throw from the saddle. Okay. Number 23 still. All right, we have this. We're just kind of stuck here. Let's keep going. That's how you know you've been playing this format a little too much. You're just like, yeah. Well, let's just play around the uncommon Ravenous Rats card, because why not? We have enough mana in play for whatever we want. Okay, let's take a look at this opener. All right, we have a Fortune, but hey, we can cast it off that Intrepid Stablemaster. So, Festering Gulch, Forest, a couple of Bloodseekers, Honest Redstein, I'll keep. All right. Let's go Stablemaster. All right, they didn't kill it or have a counter. So that's good. Like, I was expecting Desert's Dew or Phantom Interference, which would have been pretty annoying, but I just feel like the upside of playing this is so high. Because next turn we can go Fortune and Desperate Bloodseeker, which is huge. All right, another Sultai deck. Bristlepack Sentry, sure. So let's go white. Oh, no, 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 no! I am an idiot! I don't know. Actually, maybe I just keep both and mill both. Because I can Honest Redstein for Honest Redstein. But clearly, I should have Bloodseekered myself before I scryed. That was a rookie mistake. Sequencing is important in Magic, and you know, it's should not be doing stuff like that, obviously. Oh, you know what's great? If they kill Fortune, I can Rutstein back the Fortune and play it for 2 mana. The biggest beaver in all the land. I do have this unfortunate accident. There is the Rise of the Varmints. It's good that we milled the 2 creatures. Kind of interesting. I can kill the beaver. And then blink the Bloodseeker and also scry. Can I trigger it? Can I stack it the way that I want? I sure hope so. Oh, never mind. I don't... This is not Bristleback whatever. Never mind. I can't attack. In which case... we'll just get back Honest Rutstein. It's a legendary creature. I mean, if they attack me, they can blow me out, but then I can always just replay this. Try to get value that way. We've got a decent amount of self-mill stuff going on here. Let's see what they do. Stop cold on my Stable Master. That's actually quite annoying. But I don't think they have a great attack here. Yep. All right, we drew a forest here. Can't use the unfortunate accident. We have the Rise of the Varmints. I mean, this is the only play. Okay. And I'm going to plot this just as it's a good use of my mana. What happens if I saddle this? This dies. Oh, just everything dies? Yeah, that's not good. Well, no, I get to bounce this, but I can't replay it. Spinewood's Armadillo. That is large and in charge. We are pretty far away from Betrayal at the Vault. Okay, that's a Rambling Possum. Obviously don't want to play the Honest Rutstein. This is pretty nice here too. Do I have anything big to get back? I think I do. I feel like they just don't have a trick. But we'll see. I can just triple block. Why not? Oh, that's a Bonnie Paul. Welcome to the format. I have done this too. All right. Well, that's a Bonnie Paul. Give me a swamp, I suppose, to kill the Bonnie Paul. Oh, this is gross. Yep. How do we want to do this? We'll do it like this. Well, on the bright side, this Rise of the Varmints is going to be huge. But I really just want to find a swamp to be able to kill this Bonnie Paul. Deserts do, but it doesn't do enough. All right. 5 tokens. I mean, we can't really complain about that. That's pretty good. And Gravedigger for Gravedigger, the classic. Can we beat Bonnie Paul? I mean, Paul is pretty unbeatable. Pauls have a history of being just kind of the stone nuts. So I'm going to just go with no. It's just a 9-9. Oh, man. This thing is so bonkers. Let me take a look. It is the... It is the best rare in the set. Number 1. All right. 9-9, you say? It's definitely one of those, if you have a combat trick, I am dead. I'm just doing this honest Rutstein wagon here. And I'm just hoping it's going to get me there, but it probably won't. It probably won't. Swamp! All right, we'll play it. Obviously, we don't have any attacks. I mean, we're just trying to find a way to fight through all of the card advantage that Bonnie Paul has given our opponent. It's helping that we've only drawn 4 lands and all spells, I will say. Okay, this is a lot of stop colds. All right, might have to do some kind of nice double block here with Fortune and Rambling Possum. They might tap my Fortune main phase. Thing is, I just want to clear the board just so I don't... Just so there's less triggers of this, but I mean, we'll see what they do. I suppose they can... If they tap my Possum and attack with Bonnie Paul, then I just lose everything. I lose all 3 of my other creatures. I think I have no choice but to continue doing that. They had a removal spell. So they had a removal spell plus the tapper. I'm a little surprised that they're splashing for Sterling Keykeeper. That's an interesting attack. They want to trade this for a card? They want to trade a 2-1 for a 3-3 and a land, I guess? I mean, unless they have something else, of course. That Rise of the Varmints was good. It's allowing us to... Like, I think we're still tremendous dogs here, but it's allowing us to stay in it. That's okay. You better have another trick here. What? That's it? Snakeskin Veil and Bristlepack Sentry to kill my Fortune that's never attacking? Alright. Deal. Swamp. And they used their Snakeskin Veil. Oh no. What can they lockpick her back? Seize the secrets? Okay. Their deck just... It's just too much value. Like, it's so hard for me to fight through all this value. What else did you find? Oh, another... You know, Sterling Keykeeper, honestly, from this spot is quite good. All right. We are not mucking around here. Bonnie Paul down. Not really interested in attacking. Ugh. Okay, what do we have to get back? We have the Rutstein. There's a Fortune, Spinewood's Paladin. I still have a couple of squirrels I can throw away. Oh, these aren't squirrels. These are varmints. Why did I think they were squirrels? Am I the only one who thought they were squirrels? I know it's called the Rise of the Varmints, but I thought I just thought they were squirrels. Okay, anyways. What's happening here? Okay. This is a lot of... What can this be? I don't know. I'll just play around Snakeskin Veil, I guess. Oh, it could be Skullduggery. No, they wouldn't play Skullduggery here. Oh, it's just take the fall? Okay. And they didn't kill my 1/1? Oh. Yeah, just no words. No words. What can I get back here? A lot of good stuff. I mean, it's probably just Honest Rutstein, let's be real. And then I kind of want this Hard Bristle Bandit in play. But let's get some value here, shall we? I want to keep up Desert Stew in case they have something. And then I'll just play the Bandit. We're getting to the point, though, where we're going to start drawing a ton of lands. Okay, so they have one card left. I cannot use Betrayal at the Vault here to kill the Marauding Sphinx unless I draw a land. If I draw a land, I can do it. Although, I'm going to have to be able to attack. I mean, it's just a 3/5, so it's not too bad. So, I think we're okay. Let's get back the Paladin. And let's actually go ahead and just kill one of these tappers. Because I do think they're legitimately good. I just want to use every little bit of mana that I have. Now, they can't tap my Rambling Possum, which is nice. But basically, I want to commit a crime so that then I can untap the Bristle, Oh, they have... That is a really good interaction, right. So they do get to surveil every turn, so that's really strong. But I think we're getting to the point where we're starting to establish a pretty good board presence here. Right, we'll target ourselves. The question now becomes, do we want to crew this? It can attack as a 5/5, which just trades with a Beaver. But then I can bounce the Rutstein and just do everything again. You know, I'm kind of interested in just giving myself a big board for now, so I'm just going to wait. I do want to... So next turn, so now that I have 6 mana, next turn I can actually use Betrayal at the Vault. Then I can also pay for the ward because the Hard Bristle Bandit will untap. I believe. Like, is that how the triggers work? I'm just... Why? If I just draw a land, it'll make it a lot easier. This is a 5/6? Holy cow. Yeah, at this point, I just want to kill the Sphinx. So I can turn this into a 5/5. So it won't be able to kill the Green Blade if I attack. I think my creature untaps before I have to pay the ward. It's okay, we're probably drawing a land here anyways. There it is. Okay. I mean, alternatively, Alternatively, I can play the Paladin and then do it on the following turn, but... Excuse me. Do I want the Rutstein? Or the Vault Plunderer? I have 16 cards left. Let's do Vault Plunderer. Maybe it should have been Rutstein, actually. I'm very curious how they block. And this is also just assuming that they have stone nothing here. Like, I'm just hoping that they have literally nothing. How do we want to do this? So this deals 5 damage, 1. So let's do this. Sure. And then green. We'll pay the ward. Oh, it didn't work the way that I wanted it to. Okay, I'm glad I drew the land. All right, they get to surveil here, just for value, before the Sphinx dies. And, by the way, we can even, if they get really low, I can get back the Bloodseeker and then just, like, target them. They're at 9 cards left. Man, I cannot believe we're like winning now. This is crazy, right? We beat a Bonnie Paul, stuck on 3 or 4 lands forever. I mean, granted, there were some suboptimal trades, I would say, but this is ridiculous. What are you lassoing here? The Rutstein, I guess? Okay. All right, Consuming Ashes as well. All right, so let's go ahead and go Rutstein into the Possum. Possum Rutstein is a really nice combo because they can't tap the Possum because it is a mount. Let's target ourselves. Big turn here, and I don't really have a great attack here. I can offer to trade a Varmint for a Mercenary, but that doesn't seem great. Oh, I can actually play this. What am I saying? Honest Rutstein has text. All right. They didn't tap anything. I guess they're not really super interested in attacking here. But now that we have Consuming Ashes, Rambling Possum with Honest Rutstein to just continue getting value. Feel like it's going to be pretty hard for them here. All right, Dance of the Tumbleweeds is gigantic on this board. What can I get back with the Rutstein? Or do I just care about drawing cards? Oh, shoot. Let's go green, black. Keep forgetting about the Bandit. All right! What a grindy game! What a grindy game, but we managed to claw out of that one. And now we're ranked 21. Oof. Again, did not expect to beat Bonnie Paul. Given their board versus our board, they had like 10 lands, 4 creatures that were bigger than all of ours. That Rise of the Varmints that we added halfway through the draft to make us 5/2/1s was huge. Okay, here we go. This is for the trophy. We are 6-1 with our sweet little Abzan value deck with Gitrog. Get wrecked. Wow, this hand is so weird. Throw from the saddle, Consuming Ashes, Betrayal with perfect mana on the draw, but I can't cast anything. The way I look at it, this is only bad if I only draw forests. Or planes. I have all my mana. This format is not particularly fast. And wow, we drew Oasis Gardener into Vault Plunderer, so now our hand is great. What a good decision, Paul. Prickly Pear from the opponent. I'm going to play the Oasis Gardener just because that allows us to double spell next turn. We can go Vault Plunderer into Desperate Bloodseeker. And I'll take the 3 here from the pair. Just because I'm happy enough trading my Bloodseeker for it next turn. This is probably an Irascible Wolverine. Sure is. Target ourself. And target ourself. We hit Rambling Possum and Desperate Bloodseeker. You know, honestly, hitting multiple creatures is pretty good. Not only because we have the Honest Rutstein. Oh, wow, they hit Vial Smasher, but also because we have the Rise of the Varmints. This is a nice little board here from the opponent. Desperate Bloodseeker going down. Do I trade this for the Prickly Pear? Yeah, I think so. Let's just kill those now while we have the opportunity. And they're down to 3 cards, and we have 3 removal spells. Now, this Throw from the Saddle isn't insane. Oh, it's another Wolverine. No, not these 2-for-1s. Stop 2-for-1ing me. That's my thing. This is actually really interesting. It's like I have Honest Rutstein. I can either Honest Rutstein into Vault Plunderer or Honest Rutstein into Rambling Possum. The Rambling Possum has so much more upside, right? And the Vault Plunderer against this 1/1 isn't especially good. And I have Throw from the Saddle. But it does get me 1 less card if they have a removal spell. So those are the things to consider here. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been Vault Plunderer, just because this feels like a grindy matchup, but if one activation here with the Possum into the Rutstein does give me my value back, so it's just a matter of whether or not they have a way to kill this Possum. But they likely do. Yeah. What would you do here? Possum is a better creature. It's a bigger creature. I don't know if it's better. Oh, they let it attack. All right. Okay, now we're happy. Now we're happy. We got the value. Okay. We'll play Honest Rutstein again. This time we'll get back Vault Plunderer. Play it. Oh, value overload. I mean, if they didn't have a removal spell before, they can't have one now, right? I'm actually just going to use this on the Wolverine. I just want to use all my mana, and I have 3 more removal spells in my hand. It would be funny if they had Corrupted Conviction or something. But Black-Red doesn't really have a way to kill enchantments. And like I said, Throw from the Saddle, Unfortunate Accident, and Consuming Shadows. Okay. Electro Dominance. Well, I'm glad I used a removal spell, I guess. So they have 1 card left. We're at 15. Do I care about getting a ton of value here? I think I just want to keep my life total high. Let's just trade with the Prickly Pear here. And now we can set up, we have a very, very large Rise of the Varmints that we can play. So let's play the Bandit. Saddle it up just for 1 extra point of damage. Not going to bounce it. Oh, it looks like... Do you have a removal spell for this too? Wow. Okay. I'm going to attack you. And I'm going to make 5 2/1s. Your turn. And there you have it. Rise of the Varmints. You know, these 23rd cards have really been doing it for us. I probably should have been playing it all along. I probably should have. Okay? I'm fully happy to admit to my mistakes. But doesn't matter. Another trophy. And we're now 7-1. And now we're ranked 19. So we have cracked the top 20. The ridiculous heater continues. I don't know. I mean, I guess the moral of the story is draft Abzan. Those are the 3 best color combinations. Green, black, and white are the 3 best colors. And we started out the draft kind of with a green-white shell, right? We had Fierce Retribution. We had some of these removal spells. But then ultimately, we kind of left ourselves a little bit flexible here, took that Festering Gulch and ended up with a ton of good black stuff, and ended up with a really solid Abzan deck. I mean, we had 1 filler card in the Gardener for the fixing, but I mean, this deck just played out really, really well. And once again, it's just that nice combination of having a bunch of really, really good removal. Betrayal at the Vault was actually awesome. It just got us 2 creatures in a lot of instances. So really high ceiling, very low floor as well. Just remember that. Or high floor, it can be really good or really bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this deck ended up playing out super well. Bunch of 2s, good removal. Honest Rutstein was fabulous. Got us a ton of value. And Stable Master into turn 3 Gitrog was incredible. These 3 mana creatures into the Spinewoods Paladin. I'm really happy I took that Spinewoods Paladin over a good removal spell that I had access to earlier. And then we had Rambling Possum, which was really amazing in this deck, along with Fortune to go with the Vault Plunderer and the Honest Rutstein. And even Spinewoods Paladin sometimes, just to have as extra ETB effects that you can flicker. And then, of course, the Gitrog. This thing just hits really, really hard. We had multiple ways to ramp this out. And then oftentimes we would sack a Rutstein, draw 3 cards, and just get a ton of value from this card. So big fan of the Gitrog as well. And we were able to get it done again. Able to get it done. Abzan. That's kind of where I live. 3 straight videos. I think it's like 2 trophies and a 5-3. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I also want to show you other ways to draft this format. But I don't know. It's hard to stop doing this when we just keep racking up the W's. What should I do? Right? I mean, I did the Cruel Ultimatum thing. That's the thing that we did. I can try it again, but I need to open it first. So we'll see what happens. But if everything just goes according to plan, this is definitely kind of where I want to live. Green-white mounts, white-black midrange, green-black midrange, Abzan. Those are all kind of among the best things that you can be doing in this format because it's also very consistent. Very, very consistent. And finish in the top 20. Maybe next time we can finish in the top 15, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon channel. Shout out to all the current patrons. I really do appreciate your support. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.